Good morning. Hope everybody's having a swell Saturday morning. Oh, man. We got some people. Oh, good. I'll have to text you.
Here's how you know the
Ingrid, are you here too? So I don't have to text you. She is. Great. Wow. You guys making my day easier. I appreciate that. Looks like something's working today. It is. Today is. Not our breakfast lunch, but semantics. Whatever, Dion. It is. I'll be having lunch with my daughter. So I should probably leave by 10:30. I'm not even ready. I'm a guy. It takes us 5 minutes to get ready. Right. So, but I haven't seen my daughter in a while. And hi, Chris, the alcoholic, Amber, the alcoholic, and Ingrid, the alcoholic. Here, let's do some introductions. Welcome to Daily Trudge. My name's Dion. I'm an alcoholic. There. Now we're in a meeting. There we go. All right. If you're here, please say hello. Did that a little early, but that's okay. It's all right. Yes, I'm very much looking forward to it. And I've been thinking about it. And, my daughter doesn't know much about me. So I'm thinking today, after we sit down and say our highs and hellos and catch up a little bit, that I'm going to tell her my story. And because when people hear my story, they go, "Oh, no wonder you're the way you are. No wonder you're slightly fucked up." Hey, I'm laughing at it, but it's true. It's true. She needs to know what happened to me. So let's go ahead and get on with today's daily reflection. We stand or we fall together. And this actually out of the Big Book, page 561, which I found interesting. So I went ahead and did it. I've got reasons. Yeah, trust me, we'll be fine. So, but thank you. And I will ask her first. Of course, I'll be asking her first. But thank you very much for the reminder. I appreciate that. She's getting it anyway. I don't have any expectations for it. Let me put it this way. I don't have any expectations for the lunch. I don't. I don't know what the outcome will be. So, but I'm sure we'll end with a hug and I love you. And really, that's all that matters, right? So we're just trying to get to know each other a little bit better. Well, we've never had a relationship. That's because we've never really known each other. And if I could start it off, then maybe she'd go, yeah. See, when I was growing up, that's what was going on with me too. And that's what I'm trying to do so that we feel a connection together. Kind of like the connection I have with you. See, I had that connection with my son because his mom decided to talk to my mom, who decided to put him away. So he kind of grew up the way he grew up in this system like I did. So we have a lot of things in common. His story is a little different. So I'm going to read from 561. The AA tradition. To those now in its fold, that would be us, Alcoholics Anonymous has made the difference between misery and sobriety, and often can make the difference between life and death. AA can, of course, mean just as much to the uncounted alcoholics not yet reached. Now, I think we in our big society and with TV and radio and film, we tend to think, well, everybody knows what AA is, and that's not true. Maybe a lot of people have heard of AA, but I don't know how many times I've heard somebody come in and say, "This is not what I thought it was," because they'd seen things on TV. You'll see somebody do a 9-step and it's done horribly wrong, right? So I'm sorry for the specific things that I did, and hey, actually, the only great 9-step I have seen was on Law and Order. So anyway, therefore, no society of men and women ever had a more urgent need for continuous effectiveness and permanent unity. We alcoholics see that we must work together and hang together, else most of us will finally die alone. And those are the ones that hurt when I get up in the mornings and I say that I can feel people. Those are the ones that hurt. Doesn't happen every day. Did not happen today. Today was actually the first day that I got up and was actually kind of excited in a very long time. It takes a lot for me to get excited. So, yeah. The 12 traditions of Alcoholics Anonymous are: we AAs believe the best answers that our experience is yet given to those ever urgent questions. How can AA best function? And how can AA best stay whole and so survive? I just don't have much to say on that. I mean, it covers itself pretty clearly there. We have the traditions, and it's the traditions that help us survive. If it was a different group of people here, I'd be telling people they got to get their butts to group consciousness, but you all do that. Yeah, and it is important that we go to group consciousness. Okay. I hit one a month. It's my home group. Okay. It's a little bit more tame, which I appreciate. Do we kind of get into it? Sure, it gets a little, controversial, but we do what's best for the group. We do what's best for the group. And how can AA best stay whole and survive? Well, first thing we're going to need to do is make sure that we got newcomers coming in. And lately, there's been a lot of newcomers coming in. That has to do a little bit with the holiday, but not all of it. Not all these people. See, when you hear people come in, listen, and they'll tell you why they came in, how they came in, whether it was the courts, their wife. They may not say it directly, but they're going to say it. On the next page, AA's 12 traditions are seen in their so-called short form, the form in general use today. This is a condensed version of the original long form AA traditions as first printed in 1946. Because the long form is more explicit and possible historic value, it is also reproduced. So the 12 by 12, here's the 12 by 12 without its cover. As you can see, it costs $11.50 at the club I bought it at, right? But in the very beginning here, you can see that, right? And what they have is like step one here, and then they give you the condensed version. And we often read these during meetings. We read the short form. All right. What does the Daily Reflections have to say about this? Just as the 12 steps of AA are written in a specific sequence for a reason, so it is with the 12 traditions. Yeah. It's true. That's all I can say about it. Yeah, so true. So true. The first step and the first tradition attempt to instill in me enough humility to allow me a chance at survival. Yep. The first anything is unity. 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 12 traditions. Unity. It's on our triangle. Recovery. 12 steps. Unity. 12 traditions. Service. Not the 12th step. 12th step is sponsorship. Service work is, for me, different. Okay? I don't think of sponsorship as service work. I do sponsorship to keep me fucking sober so I can do service work. Okay? Service work comes in the form of going to meetings, attending meetings, cleaning up for meetings, going to group conscience, taking my time, my valuable time, and allowing others to consume it. Together, they are the basic foundation upon which the steps and traditions that follow are built. It is a process of ego deflation which allows me to grow as an individual through the steps and as a contributing member of the group through the traditions. Yes, we got to work in tandem. You know, even with what I do, I don't have all the ideas. I need other people to help me. I'll have them all. There's no way I would be where I was at without other people. Okay? It just does not work that way. And to be honest, I don't want to do it by myself. What would be the point? Right? What's the point in doing it by myself? Full acceptance of the first tradition allows me to set aside personal ambitions, fears, and angers when they are in conflict with the common good, thus permitting me to work with others for our mutual survival. Mutual survival. Yes, that includes the people that I may not like. It's all good. Have a great day, Ingrid. I love you. Thanks for being here. You know, and it's our mutual survival. Just because I don't agree with the way somebody else is running their own recovery doesn't mean that I want things to go bad for them. No, I still want them to make it. This isn't a competition. It's not. I'm not going to compare myself. They're a child of God, period. It's the only requirement I have to help. Beyond that is just my feelings and my opinion. Maybe a deep set of morals. Will I help these people further their agenda? No, I won't do that. But will I help them? Sure, I will. Will I help keep AA alive so that we can all enjoy it? You bet your ass I will. Yeah. See, I can put aside my personal ambitions for the good of AA, for the good of a group. Maybe not even AA, but for the good of my home group or my community or my friends here online. I make concessions for my friends, you bet. Sometimes somebody comes on here a little bit later and I'll go longer so that they don't feel like they missed out because, gosh, I hate feeling like I missed out. And then what else am I doing? I'm saying, you know what? Showed up a little late. So what? I got some time. Let's keep yakking. It's okay for me to hold space for you. All right. I got to do this and then finish up because I'm a little closer to time than I thought. So, without tradition one, I stand little chance of maintaining the unity required to work with others effectively. And I also stand to lose the remaining traditions, the fellowship, and my life. So, all right. I'm going to go see my daughter. Yay! All right. I will be at the 3:00 meeting though. All right. I love you. Peace out.